this is day 5. The 5th question is, review a product you have, I'm reading from my little note thing there. Review a product that you have found since your weight loss. So I think I mentioned before, if you watch my weight loss vlogs, you'll know that I like to play this game called The Game on Diet. I can't really show you the book because it's on my phone. It's a PDF version. And if you see, I like to collect books. I did notice that, you know, for books that I really don't need on my shelf, I have been buying more ebooks as well too. So, but one of the first books I ever bought or purchased was 4 Blood Types, 4 Diets, Cook Right for Your Blood Type. And I don't know if you can see that. Yeah? Okay. So, let me see. So, Cook Right for Your Blood Type. And so basically, first of all, you have to know your blood type. And I know that I am O positive. And so, basically tells you, based on your blood type, what types of foods are highly beneficial for your blood type, which ones are neutral, and which ones you should avoid. And so the avoid ones are like, the avoid ones are not like, don't ever eat them. Like, it's not like an allergy or anything like that. It's just that your body, you know, it doesn't have a maximum benefit to it. And in fact, yeah, so try to avoid them as much as possible, but you could still eat them because, for example, on my avoid list is avocado. I love avocado. A lot of cabbage, cauliflower, white corn, yellow corn, yeah, any mustard greens, black olives, and I love any olives basically. Alfalfa sprouts. I love Brussels sprouts. I actually like these things. Blackberries, coconuts, cantaloupe, melon, honeydew, oranges, rhubarb, strawberries, tangerines. I do notice that I do like anything that's really acidic. I find I need to stay away from, and so yeah. So and those are usually the foods that are on my list. Is anything that's like really acidic, and I know even when I eat things like apples or even drink apple juice, I find I get like a slight, like a little mini headache. It starts turning into a migraine eventually. So yeah, and apples is one of them that's on my list. But if you know anything about blood types, you know that O blood type is actually the original blood type. All other blood types that come afterwards were mutations. Just like brown eyes are the original eyes. After that, blue eyes and green eyes and things like that are all mutations that happen afterwards. And so, yeah, so because I'm a blood O type, I thrive on things that are high in protein, and so more meat than anything. And so, and I love meat. I love red meat. The only thing it says to stay away from is pork. So for my blood type, I should stay away from pork specifically, but every other meat is fine. I think if you eat too much red meat, for anyone, it's pretty bad or whatever, but yeah, I love fish. I love everything. And I do try to eat more protein. And I do notice that for me, for weight loss, I do better with higher protein, lower carbs, and more vegetables, and to stay away from fruits. Because I can eat fruits, but not many, and I find if I eat too many fruits, just the sugars are too high for me. And yeah, and I do prefer vegetables to fruits. Like, I do like fruits, but again, it's, yeah. So I find I lose weight pretty easily if I just stick to the blood type that I'm supposed to eat. And it gives you meals and things like that, and things that you can follow. And yeah, and it's just interesting because you don't even realize how much you need to follow things, or how your blood type actually affects things about yourself. And like I mentioned before, I love genealogy, and I did my blood work, and so basically when I got my DNA stuff back, it basically told me the same things, like, you know, things that I should avoid, you know, at least moving every day is good for me. I don't need to be like a heavy sweating person. Just as long as I get up and move every day, it's good. So I try to go for walks and things like that. I don't need to be like a bodybuilder or high intensity sports. But yeah, so it has O, A, B, and AB food charts in there too as well. And basically it's just a book on your blood type and what you should eat for your blood type. And it actually has like meals and stuff and beverages you can make and stuff like that. So it was actually really good. I do like it. I think it's just a matter of, for me, it's just a matter of getting into habits. And so it's not really about, I think for me, it's just about eating the right foods for myself and making sure that I'm, first of all, staying active and just eating more protein and staying away from carbs as much as possible. And I mean like grains, like that's what it said. I should stay away from grains and things like that. And it actually told me that in here, it's actually said that people with my blood type, one of the side effects or one of the things that they've noticed is the health problems that you have, and it's usually from eating like too many grains, too many things that like are on the avoid list that you really should be avoiding if you're indulging too much in those. They have a higher risk of developing these certain things for those blood type, and mine specifically was like thyroid issues, things like Crohn's disease, things like that. Yeah, so that's one of them. And then of course, I'll show a little image of it here. It is called the Game On Diet. Like I said, it's not about, you're not focusing on weight loss, you're not focusing on anything else, you're more focusing on the game and getting points. So you're not focusing on calories, anything like that. I mean, you can if you want, but more so it's about tracking and yeah. And so hopefully I'll do a video. Yeah, there's videos out there. If you look it up, just look up YouTube, look at the Game On Diet. There's tons of videos out there. If you even Google it, it'll show you how to play the game. Yeah, it's really competitive. It's for people who like to compete and play along in this game. So, yeah, those are the two things that I find useful, and I highly recommend them. And they're things that I like to do, and they have worked for me. I played 2 rounds of the Game On Diet, and I lost 30 pounds. Only played 2 rounds. Each round is 4 weeks, and when I play the game, it was, yeah, I lost 30 pounds. I did gain it back, but that was my own fault. Because you only play in the rounds of 4 weeks, and then and then it was my own fault because I started not eating right. I wasn't taking care of myself. I was doing a lot of things, so I just kind of accidentally, I just broke all my habits that I had formed, and so it's just getting back on track. So if you follow my weight loss vlog, I also am getting back on playing the game. And I know the creators of it, they say that, you know, they play it, they get to where they want to be, and then they just like stop playing the game. They don't continuously play the game, and once it's done, if they notice they start gaining like more than 10 pounds or whatever, they just play a couple rounds of the game and they're back to where they need to be. So it's almost like once you get to where you want to be, stop playing the game. That's fine, but just monitor your weight, and then if you notice you're gaining weight, just play a game and then get back to where you were. That way you don't slip into where you were, because I'm pretty confident to say that I'm pretty sure anyone who's gained, lots of weight didn't get there overnight. You know, it wasn't, a couple days. It was a process, right? It's a process that just kept going up and up. So once you notice those patterns and you see yourself even gaining like 10 pounds, just playing the game, getting back to where you need to be, and that's good. I didn't do that, and I gained my 30 pounds back. But I highly recommend it. It is really good when you play it right. It just reminds yourself to keep track of those things and making sure you're doing them. And because it has the competitive nature, it's very community oriented. So if you're playing with people, you can help keep each other in check. Maybe it's like, hey, have you gained any weight? Or, how are you doing? And hey, who needs to play a round of the game because I need 10 pounds to go or something. You know, it's reaching out and doing those things with people and making sure that you're, I guess, losing weight in more of a healthy, habit-forming way. And yeah, because it's not a quick fix, it's a habit changing, right? And that's the big focus. And so I highly recommend it. And of course, I highly recommend eating for your blood type as well too. And those are my 2 reviews.